Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you. Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Codlack Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
You look strong. Come to Jorvaskar and be a companion. All right then.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Well, I know the Companions make their home here. Their mead hall, Jorvaskar, is the oldest building in the city. Oh, and there's a nasty feud between two families called the Greymanes and the Battleborns. You'll want to be careful there. The rest you can find out by asking the townsfolk. Start with the barkeep at the Bannered Mare or the Castle Steward.
Got the fleetest steeds and all. Man like you needs a warhorse, I reckon. None of them's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Aufsiger, or just Ali for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours. Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. Suit yourself. Ride strong.
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvar.
Blood on the wind today. Good hunt ahead of us.
It is a strange sight. The white flakes that sometimes fall from the sky. A welcome to you, fellow traveler. They'll never see you coming. May your road lead you to warm sands. The wind blows bitter cold in this place. The Khajiit hail from a distant land called Elsewhere, bordered on the north by Cyrodiil, and the south by the glistening blue waters of the sea. Elsewhere is an arid land of deserts and rocky canyons, where the sun shines warmly, always. They're a city so ancient, the sands have swallowed them whole. But now I will say no more, for I miss my home greatly. An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away, but for those with courage, there is much profit to be made. Take a look. take a look. I hope that you will come to do business with us again. I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Brigands I can handle. But
Halt.
this talk of dragons?
City's closed with the
Words
dragons
won't
about.
say.
Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything. That's a decent weapon you've made there. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance. Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? All right, then. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. This looks good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. All right then. I don't claim... Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need any. I help my father in more ways. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Take a look. Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps fitting, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. Mm-hmm. Got some good pieces out here. I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Until next time. You think all the counsel my father provides the Jarl is his alone? Huh. Let's just say I advise the advice. And leave it at that. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach. You have talent. Keep working at your craft and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you will remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh? Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
We've got small weapons as well as big. Maces, daggers, that sort of thing. Adrienne, at her forge, just outside. Place is named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters? That'll be the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. He's an honorable enough man. Never done wrong by me or my kin. Things are tough for him now, I'd wager. What with the fighting and the dragons. But Balgruf's a tough old Nord. He can handle it. Good doing business with you.
You think all the counsel my father provides the Jarl is his alone? Huh. Let's just
Be
say
careful.
I advise the advisor, and leave it at that.
Come to a love of her reading, did you? Sorry, pup, but I'm not quite in the mood.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? About the same as everyone else? They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Yeah. These Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Reputation mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is. Farewell.
Greymane or Battleborn? Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn? Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you. Long live the Empire. You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Ah, hello, my Nord friend. In the market for some hunting supplies? Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop. Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road near the market. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help.
Even remotely fresh.
I can assure you it's all...
Thank you very much for your business.
Myself, every day.
As you say.
Maybe you'd like to
Blade
try the
and
book?
shadow,
Or
silence and death.
You don't prepare
These
the
are
meat
my
with any of those
arts.
strange
For a modest
elven
fee,
spices, do
I'll
you?
make great art for you.
No elven spices, just some salt to preserve it. You're not afraid
I
of
am an
salt.
artisan, painting in
I'm not
strokes of
afraid
blood
of
red
anything.
upon the canvas
I
of
simply
life.
prefer
But
quality
yes,
merchandise.
I will take coin
No,
to fight at your
no,
side.
this meat won't do it all.
After
Too
all,
much
where
fat.
is the value in creating art
Smells
if there is
wrong.
nobody left alive
Suit
to
yourself
see
then.
it?
The woods are that way, outside the walls. Walk straight
If you
ahead.
change your
Can't miss them.
mind,
Good
seek
luck on
me
your
out
hunt.
here.
Good day.
Walk always in shadows, so that you will see your foes before they see
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. Oh, it took years, but I earned my way to the top. I own Chilfaro Farm, you see. Very successful business, obviously.
Need something? Talk to my brother, Elrendir. Do you hunt? The plain Nord.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Come by Bellathor's shop at the market. I'm sure we've got something you need.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second. Interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on. On the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septum. Isn't it obvious? By the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political power struggles. But without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a regular basis. Do come back. Go! You're not wanted here! You need to leave. You need to leave.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service. I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. I sell cures for all ills. I'll be happy to serve you. You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. As long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too. I think I can teach you a thing or two. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Come back anytime if you need a... I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service. An interesting mixture. Keep experimenting. You'll improve with practice. You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
I've got your back. Let's get going then.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy. You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son, hmm? What of Thorald? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorald?
Do you believe this old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, Cal. Your stupid son is dead. He died a storm-cloaked traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorald. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know
Patron of
my
the...
son is
I'm
alive.
as much a Nord as the next man, but I'm no fool. I don't live in the past like those Grey Mains. Just one more thing the Grey Mains want to blame on others. It's not my fault they turned their backs on the Empire, or their mule of a son raised arms against it. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's good name? Ah! Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battleborn they cry in the mead halls, first into the fray and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too. Aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. Now, if that don't answer your question, then no words will. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance. Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. What have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, the same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us. Watch yourself out there.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both? Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both? Now please, no more questions.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District. It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. Have you seen that Shrine of Asura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. The Companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Magic is for the weak. Elves, I mean. They keep to that college in Winterhold. They know their place. Of course, there is Farengar. He might be the Jarl's wizard, but at least he's a Nord. I should have guessed as much. Your kind sticks to that college in Winterhold, as well they should. You'd never think to learn from a Nord like the Jarl's wizard. Need anything else? Just let me know.
Well met, kinsman. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle.
Sadia, dear?
Ah, the most important question of all, that
Just
one.
a reminder, sweetie.
You'll want the
blankets
bannered
still need
mare.
to be washed.
See old Hulda.
Oh, yes,
She'll
Miss
keep
Hulda.
you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined. Things need to change.
Yeah. Adrienne, at her forge, just outside. Place is named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters?
We'll have to have a Caius. Walks around Dragon's Reach.
Think you can go blade to blade with
I could do
me?
his job
You'd be dead in
blindfold.
6 seconds. And why not? I could beat anyone in this city, barehanded. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Ha! Snowback. Good. Chat time's over. Keep walking, soft. And why not? 100 gold says I knock your hide. Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crying. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of.
This should
Someone
be
do something. Time to finish this. You're a disgrace to your own kind.
12 seconds.
Just a scratch. That's your best, huh?
right.
You call yourself a sword?
Who taught you to fight? This is Skyrim's the Imperials.
Are you just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back!
Now that's what I call a punch. You got me.
Who taught you
You're
to
no
fight?
liar.
Keep those
Best
hands up.
fight I've had in years. There you are. If you ever need another blade at your side, just ask. Wouldn't mind seeing how you handle a few trolls.
What can I do for you? Oh, did you need something?
Well met, kinsman. May your sword be sharp. And your
If
tongue
it's a lady
sharp.
you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got. Sure. What can I do for you? Some parting I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a headmistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Sure. What can I do for you? Ah, a fine but bloody tale. I can do that one. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor. If it's a lady you're looking for, sure. What can I do for you? Only true Imperials request that one. This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me.
I ain't done nothing. Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Argonian ale. I can almost taste it. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Well, that all depends on you now, doesn't it? Sure, whatever.
I just want to go home and read.
I ain't asking for much, just a few cents.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Everything's all right?
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion. I, found it in the temple. Bye now. Spare a coin for a poor old beggar? You trying to...
Order of the yard. Stop right there. Smart man.
My favorite drinking. Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion. I, found it in the temple. You trying to hide? Because I can see you plain as day. I'll live to drink another day. My favorite. Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion. I, found it in the temple. You trying to hide? Because I can see you plain as day. Mercy! Bye now. You trying to hide? Because I can see you plain as day. You trying to hide? Because I can see you plain as day.
Careful if you cross the river to the east. Old Hajva Ironhand has them. How can I help a brother Nord?
Welcome, child. This is the Temple of Kynareth. The Gildegreen outside was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kynareth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die. They only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kynareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Need something?
Oh. The fever. My body burns.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy Hagravens yet?
Staying safe, I hope.
Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I know I made the right choice. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. No, friend, that I'm not. But I get along with your kind well enough. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. I can teach you a few things. If you find that sword, please bring it to me. My wife's a good woman. She can be a little hard-headed sometimes, but I love her just the same.
I ain't done nothing.
Take pity, sir, and spare me a few seconds. You little thief! Just stop! In the name of the Jarl. Sheathe your weapons and quietly.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time. My friend Olava, the seer, she says things will get better for me once I start sticking up for myself. Yes, Braith bullies me all the time. All the elders think I'm a milk drinker because I can't fight. Nobody understands. If you can get Braith to leave me alone, I'll be your best friend. Forever. I'll pay you too. My whole life savings. 2 septims. Oh, good. She'll listen to you. I just know it. Well, I used to sneak out at night and try to tip over the big ox in the Greymane's yard. And me and Mila used to climb up on the roof of Dragon's Reach and look for birds' eggs. But I don't do that stuff anymore. Father keeps catching me and then I get in trouble. Until next time. I can't fight. Not even a little bit. My family thinks I'm a little milk drinker.
I saw you steal that. There's a rift here in Skyrim, and can't neither magic nor the passing of time make it right.
Stop! In the name of the Jarl. By order of the Jarl. Stop right there. Smart man.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death? Well, as I said, Arche is the god of life and death. You'll find his temples and halls of the dead all across Tamriel. Priests of Arche, such as myself, perform rites for the dead and sometimes console the bereaved. We also keep a constant vigil against those who practice the vile arts of necromancy. I asked the question because I was hoping you might be able to help me recover something I've lost. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. The blessing of Arche be upon you. I spend so much time among... Oh, thank Arche! Please, take this gold for your troubles. The blessing of Arche be upon you. You and me, We're the only people around who aren't complete fools. Never... Never should've... You and me, we're the only people... around who aren't complete fools. Never should've... What do you think you're doing? Nope. What do you think? Never should have come here.
Stop right there.
You and me. Filthy pickpocket!
Stop!
What's the matter? I miss the days when the Greymanes and Battlehorns got along. Ever since the war started, we've been at each other's throats.
Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather? You'd be surprised how much work it is selling things at a stall. It's not all standing around and chatting.
I work for Bella. Come by Bellathor's shop at the market. I'm sure we've got something.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day?
I spend a lot of time at the market stall, so I can
All
learn
I
the
can think
merchant's
about
trade.
is my son,
I need
my
more
foal.
experience if I'm going to
They
run
say
an
that he
inn
was
someday.
killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those Battleborn, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
What brings you to the market?
I'm here to buy food, Nazim. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
Owning a farm does have its advantages. Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
What do you need?
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know. Even if you are my elder. Yeah? Why? Okay, I'll leave him alone. I was just kidding around. Besides, if he'd only kiss me, I wouldn't have to beat him up all the time. You done?
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
Let me show you the power of Talos!
There's a rift here in Skyrim. Can't neither magic nor the passing of time make it right.
Is long winter! You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber's Scepter. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life. When he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward! Oh yes, he agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it the White Gold Concordat. Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat. I breathe now in royalty and reshape this land.
No lollygagging. I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
Red legions, for I love you.
Are you still working at the Bannered Mare in the evenings, Ophina? And why shouldn't I? Just because I'm a Grey Mage.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything.
If it's a lady you're
Think I got
looking
the clean
for, you
mug
best
around
look
here
elsewhere. I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. You're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one Nord lass. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again. Some parting advice? Women love...
I ain't done nothing.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Really? You convinced that loot player to stop chasing me?
Spare a coin for a fellow Nord.
I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you.
Spend it on drinks.
Here's some coin for your help.
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice
Never you
steak
mind.
or a tender
I'll find
rack
a more
of ribs.
charitable.
Thanks for the business.
That's what I thought.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avelstein, put that down. He's here to help us find Thorold.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here?
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So,
I trust
you're here to
not
help?
planning any trouble. What can I do?
I know
for
that
you,
Thorald's
man?
not dead. I just know it. The Imperials have him and are keeping him somewhere, but I don't know where. Those damned Battleborns, they know something. They're hiding it. They practically taunt us with it. They must have some sort of proof. There's gotta be something in that house of theirs. I just know it. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help. Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family, I'm sure of it. Best if you didn't mention to anyone that you saw me here.
If only you could help bring my son back to... It's hardly a secret that they have ties to the Empire and hate anyone who speaks out against it. Thorald did worse. He took action against the Empire, and the Battleborns knew it. He's my son. I feel it in my heart. Oh, you'd understand if you had children. I can tell you're new around here asking a question like that. My husband Eorland tends the Skyforge up at Jorvaskr, the Companion's Mead Hall. Oh, there's no finer smith in the Nine Halls. You should ask him about his work. It's the only subject that'll get him talking. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing Battleborns. Don't even get me started on that lot. Huh, they put on airs like there's something special. Oh, sure, they've got money, but they ain't got a shred of honor between them. Grey Mane. Huh, now that's a name fills you with pride. We've got roots in Whiterun. We've got history. You take care of yourself now.
right behind you.